Now, in an effort to outdo everyone in the scale from one to raging asshole, Republican Michael Williams has decided to go in the direction of raging asshole with a new ad featuring what he calls the deportation bus. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Michael Williams, and boy, do we have some exciting news to you. We have our bus tour ready to go, but it's not going to be one of those pansy political bus tours. We've got the deportation bus. That's right, you heard me, the Michael Williams deportation bus. If you want to find out where we're coming, go to deportationbus.com. We're going to implement my 287G deportation plan that's going to fill this bus with illegals to send them back to where they came from. We're not just going to track them and watch them roam around our state. We're going to put them on this bus and send them home. Go to deportationbus.com and find out where we're going to be. See you there. If you're as tired as I am with politicians that do nothing but talk, and you want to see this bus filled with illegals, vote Michael Williams on May 22nd.
Hey, it's not going to be some pansy bus tour, you know what I mean? It's going to be the deportation bus. Yeah, listen to my awesome jazz rock music while I'm a complete and total asshole to other human beings. Yeah, so cool. Oh, man, this guy. Who the hell thought that this was a good idea? Oh, right, this guy. This guy actually thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run a campaign based on a shitty bus for people that I don't like. Yeah. Look, these are hate-filled people, man. Like, a good chunk of Trump supporters actually love this guy. I mean, love this idea at least. Now, not voters, right? Now, look, there are some voters that believe that Trump would actually shake up the system, right? Or they didn't realize at the time that he was a hateful wannabe oligarch, or didn't care at that time. Now, his supporters, however, the ones that are loyal, these are the people that love the idea of a deportation bus. Now, get this, right? State Senator Michael Williams' campaign sent a press release that the tour would, quote, expose how dangerous illegal aliens ruin local economies, cost American jobs, increase healthcare costs, and lower educational standards. That is a load of bullshit. None of those things are actually right. Now, for one, they actually help their local economies. Well, how do they do that? They actually spend money in the local economies. So when they work, they spend money. They got to spend money on food, lodging, of course, transportation. And look, even if they get paid under the table, right, they still pay for those things. But there are a lot of undocumented immigrants that actually they still pay state and local taxes. And they also even pay federal taxes. And they receive nothing from paying into the system. They get nothing back. Now, keeping them out and keeping them from not being able to file as a citizen, or even to give them like a work permit or something where they can pay taxes or a pathway to citizenship, that actually hurts the economy far more. In fact, similar immigration laws passed in 2011 triggered an estimated $140 million in agricultural losses as crops rotted in the field. Now, this is similar to what Georgia has attempted to pass. That, what is it, that 280 something? Whatever he's using to try and justify his support of sending people back across the border with his deportation bus. The labor shortages, which have affected the hotel and restaurant industries, are a consequence of Georgia's immigration enforcement law, HB 87. So, look, the economic impact of basically kicking out all the undocumented immigrants is basically negative. This doesn't mean that there's a new flood of Americans that are willing to do these jobs. No, Americans are not willing to do these jobs. American citizens in the field, I pick strawberries, okay? When I was a teenager, I got a job picking strawberries alongside of what was likely undocumented immigrants. I lasted a week, if that. So, look, I'm not the only one. I didn't go alone. I had a friend with me. We lasted just about that much. We picked strawberries for a week, and we got enough to buy a large pizza. That's how terrible the pay is. But, of course, it's based on how much you can gather. So, look, us, Americans, we're not so great at that job, and so the pay isn't so great. But there are people that are professional pickers that do actually fairly well. So, look, these aren't good jobs. As I said, I would never do that again. It was a terrible job. It was backbreaking labor. It was in the hot sun for hours picking this, strawberries. You think other Americans want to do that job? You think this guy wants to go and do that job? Michael Williams? Michael Williams, why don't you go and pick strawberries for a week? Let's see how good you do. Maybe then you realize, oh, right, these jobs are important, and these undocumented immigrants, all they're doing is that they're doing these jobs that we won't do. I doubt, of course, that he will ever go and do that because Michael Williams is a hateful person and likely a coward and very, very ignorant. So, now look, maybe we can actually fix the real problems with Americans not having good enough pay, not having good enough jobs. But we're not going to do it driving around in a ridiculous short bus. Okay? In fact, now there is some good news here. A recent University of Georgia poll found that this guy has very little support. Only 3% of voters in Georgia say that they support Williams. Well, at least we know who those 3% are. They're incredibly ignorant, hateful people. But the rest of Georgia, thankfully, isn't buying this bullshit. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.